Hello and happy gaming, everybody. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and today we're looking at the other poll participant that sadly didn't even get a single vote, which is leading me to think that either a lot of people don't really know much about Final Fantasy, don't know much about Ramuh, or don't care. I mean, whatever the case is, I can't really get too upset about it. But oof, oh, that went the wrong way. Sorry about that. But this is going to be the run themed around the Esper / Eidolon / whatever you want to call him, Ramuh. He is a lightning-based creature, based roughly around the idea of like Zeus or Indra, or basically the kind of lightning god sort. As such, we have Bolt Rail, Thunderline, and Ball Lightning, which when enhanced will, or rather when fired off as a signature, will act very much like Ramuh's signature Judgement Bolt. This one is kind of the outlier, and this stems from my knowledge of Final Fantasy VI, where one of the spells that Ramuh teaches you if you equip his Magicite Shard is the spell Poison. Now, as said, that's an incredibly huge outlier, and one that comes off as very odd. But it certainly means that we get to have ourselves a bit of a variety here. And you know, I am not going to complain about that. So, obviously the best way to front load the difficulty would be to start in the Thundering Keep. Just like we did with Logi. Oh, okay, so we're going to have 2 difficult floors, and then 1 relatively easy floor. And as for why I chose the Venture Robe, I chose this because Ramuh takes the form of an old man, so I figured the best way to personify that would be to use a robe that, although gives you incredible power, makes you rather frail. Alright, I've got a Judgment Bolt all ready to go. Just say the word. You suck. Go away. Yeah, and just about all of these would be a problem to take. The knockback is helpful. That, I don't trust myself. I get hit with stupid things. And that's just going to end up creating a weakness, so the hell with it. Just ignoring all of that. Oh, what's the matter? Can't move? Oh, I'm so sorry. So, where did Ramuh first show up? I am not 100% sure, I'm not gonna lie. It was either Final Fantasy 3 or 4. I get the feeling it was 3. It was one of the Final Fantasies that we never saw in America. Ow. So the fact of the matter is, I'm pretty sure that is where the Summoner class originated, and that is where Ramuh first showed up, although if I know my Super Nintendo translations, or in this case NES translations, more than likely his original name was something along the lines of Indra, but I'm not 100% sure on that, so don't quote me. Unfortunately, I am a bit lacking in knowledge of that in that regard. But my first Judgment Bolt, my first experience with Ramuh was in Final Fantasy IV. In Final Fantasy IV, he was known as Indra. And he was the lightning-based summon that was conjured by the caller Rydia. So a couple of things about Rydia, so long as we're on the topic. One, she is my favorite character from Final Fantasy IV, just because of her her unwillingness to give up on something, her sassy attitude, and the idea that she's very much the personification of a magic user that's, you know, as I said, in Dungeons & Dragons, I love playing magic users. And part of that is because of her. Yeah, I'll take Dynamic Disarray. And because Ramuh is a god of thunder and storms, I can justify Wind Sentry, but I want to see what relics are for sale first. Give me that, please. Thank you. Interesting note, sometimes I like to use the image of a green-haired girl in my thumbnails. For those of you who aren't in the know, that's Ramuh. She's been one of my favorite Final Fantasy characters forever. I absolutely adore her, and I have no qualm at a chance to shock. I'm already shocking foes. What are you talking about? That having been said, I'm not passing up an opportunity to take gummy vitamins. Alright, so we probably have one more combat room before the boss. I'm going to take it because I would like to be able to have something more effective against Atlas. Alright, I think I will be able to get Wind Sentry. Nice. But first, I'm going to take care of the boss. Kick. Hey, this guy has a very strong kick. Park benches, armor, it doesn't matter. Just, kick it. And Judgment Bolt. Alright. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Alright, and yes, I will take Wind Sentry. Alright, so we pretty much already have all the Arcana we're going to need. We just need to upgrade them. So... like I said, Ramuh is very much been one of my favorite Final Fantasy characters forever. To the point where she's kind of the one that anytime I design a summoner character, there is a small bit of her that always gets worked into that. Either they're also adept with black magic like she is, or they're using a whip like she does. Or it's just some part of their attitude is like hers. Like, she was always the really interesting, really spunky, kind of positive go-getter character. And that made... why am I going this way? Alright, taking the Walk of Shame back to the portal. By the way, I might go for Thundering Chain. I have not 100% decided yet. But to this day, I've got a soft spot for characters with that kind of spunky, kind of snarky attitude. One of the reasons why I love Deadpool. And to tie it all together, Ramuh is one of her default summons. Actually, no, it's not one of her default summons. It's one of the summons that... Alright, so spoilers for Final Fantasy IV, so I mean, if you really can't handle spoilers for... Let's see, what... I played it in 91, so that would make it a nearly 30-year-old game, so if you can't handle spoilers for a 30-year-old game, I suggest maybe you go seek some help. But at one point in the game, she actually is forced out of your party, and then she comes back later having learned some new stuff and also having gotten rid of an old fear of hers. Which, yes, there you go, actual character growth in a video game. That's possible? I thought the only thing video games were good for was for flogging loot boxes. I mean, that's what the Activisions and the EAs of the world will tell you, but no, you used to actually be able to have good characters in a video game. It's fucking amazing, I know. By the way, I did hear the Discord baboop, but you know, while I'm recording, I try not to interrupt myself too much. Except for the birds, of course. Hi guys, you were looking forward to the Ramuh run, weren't you? We're birds. We have an elemental weakness to lightning. Oh, terribly sorry. Alright, well, that would probably not be the wisest choice, so yeah, we'll definitely take Thunderline. I'll probably just have to not worry about taking Thundering Chain. It's a good spell, but like I said, I've got myself pretty much ready to go here. Just Judgement Bolt the hell out of you. That does so much damage. Real quick, let's see what's going on the old Chord of Dis. Alright, I'll come back to that in a moment because I don't want to take forever. No, yeah, I'm gonna stay grounded. Ah, I missed with my Toxic Bolus. Owie. There we go. Got him in 2 cycles. That's impressive. Radiant Blast! But no, I'm going to stick with Bolt Rail. I've just had more luck with Bolt Rail lately. Could also just be that Bolt Rail is a just much better spell. And I've defended Radiant Blast in the past, but I mean, let's be fair. Between Bolt Rail and Radiant Blast, you're definitely taking Bolt Rail. Sweet, I missed by like a degree. There we go. Sweet. I love it when a plan comes together. So we're going to take this, because like I've mentioned before, the only thing that changes with Dynamic Disarray when you upgrade it is that you go from getting 5 shots to 7, which is still a good upgrade, don't get me wrong, but it's not incredibly vital. The upgrade to Bolt Rail is a bit more important. Yay! I missed! I'm a dumbass! God, everything is like right next to me. This is weird. Also, what is up with the not so effective relics that I'm seeing here? I mean, I'm already shocking foes. Why? I guess because it's there? The best thing here is Naya, and because I'm going to the Chilling Dungeons next, it kind of seems like it's not going to be all that effective. You're offering me the Stanza of Flames and Double Trouble again? Being really pushy. By the way, Double Trouble is not necessarily bad, it's just dangerous, and with things being as they are, it's probably better for me to not worry too much about taking it. Especially while I'm using Venture and I have much less HP than him. Beautifully done. I'm kind of surprised I got out of that without taking a hit. Sometimes you just gotta focus on defense. There we go, so now we just need the Toxic Bolus. Toxic Bolus upgrade. Gotta upgrade my Bolus. My Nico Bolus. I'm sorry, it was a little bit too easy to make a Magic the Gathering joke there. In case you don't know who Nico Bolus is, what am I made of information here? You just expect me to know everything? Yeah, I'll take Rudra's Pinwheel. What the hell? And now comes the part in which I bestow a little bit more knowledge upon you by pointing out that Indra and Rudra are related. And if you remember correctly, Indra was the original name for Ramuh in Final Fantasy IV. So who is Rudra? Well, in Hindu lore, Rudra is... I don't know if I have this 100% right, so if someone else knows for sure, please correct me. But I'm pretty sure Rudra is Indra's brother and is a god of wind. As I said, I could very well be wrong about that, but that is the understanding that I have. Which again puts it a little bit in parallel to the Shinto versions, Raiden, of course, or more commonly pronounced Raiden, but in Japanese it should be Raiden. Raiden, actually. And then the god of wind, Fujin, who of course both appear as Mortal Kombat characters. But make no mistake, they were originally deities in Shinto mythology. How did you hit me when you attacked the wrong direction? I demand a replay. Ha! I love Thunderline so much. I mean, at least you've got different stuff. I'm a little scared to take that just because I know that when I make mistakes, my mistakes aren't just small little mistakes. They're like, oh my god, catastrophic end of the world mistakes. So I'm a little worried to take the Paranamasikon. I will give that some thought, as I haven't found a lot of decent stuff. Alright, that worked out quite nicely. Oh, hello, heavy travel jacket. Yes, I'll definitely take that, even though I've got essentially diddly dick for relics. I'm hoping by the time we're done, that will have changed. Whee! Did I forget to turn around? Oh god, that's embarrassing. Yes, I have hundreds of hours in this game. I am an expert. Throws an attack in the wrong goddamn direction entirely. That wasn't even a fault of my controller. That was just, I'm a dumbass. Okay, well, actually, you don't have much that I want. The most interesting thing is shock wire, and trust me when I say I can pretty much live without that. Okay, so boss room is probably over here. Or in fact, it's guaranteed to be over here because there's not enough room for it to be anywhere else. And yeah, we'll gladly take the water cushion. Yeah, a little defense goes a long way, and I guarantee both the heavy travel jacket and the water cushion are going to be super helpful. Judgment bolt. Beautiful, beautiful fight. So I guess the question now is, even though how am I feeling about the Paranamasikon, even now that I have a little bit of extra defense? I'm gonna risk it. What the hell? Risk it for the biscuit. If I end up losing, we'll all know why. Yeah, it's because you suck! I mean, I was hoping you weren't gonna go that far. I mean, that just hurt. Also, just about everything I have is multiple hits, and I haven't found a single thing that's... God, that hurt. There we go. Alright, we're just killing it. No ion spike. I do not like ion spikes, Sam I am. I would not like them on a train. I would not like them on a plane. Actually, I've used ion spikes in decent scenarios before. 3 fire and a water, okay? Yeah, I'm pretty sure there was some bullshit on that attack. How the hell did that hit? Alright. Oh, boss chamber that quickly, huh? Alright. I mean, if I were speed running, that would be great. I'm not, so I'm going to keep looking for other stuff. Oh my god, you guys suck so much. All of the trouble I have on the chilling dungeons is strictly because of the water archers. Or because the game just decides that cheap shots are the tops. Alright, so immediately regarding that Paranamasakan pickup. Alright, well, I mean, at least we made it over here to get the healing potion. And I'm going to pick this up as a essentially a protective means. Yeah, okay, I was overdoing it. Oh well. Hey, thanks for dropping a treasure chest in my way that there's no way I was gonna open. Eh, sorry, Iris, not a thing here I want. Why aren't you helping me upgrade toxic bolas, by the way? Help me upgrade my bolas! Oh, hello. Hey, to be fair, I could wager the toxic bolus and see if there's anything that works out a little bit better for the run. Because part of the problem is that much of what I have is not very good at targeting multiple targets, which is kind of where I'm struggling the most. I don't know, I'll need to think about that one, because it seems like it might be a good idea to trade in the Toxic Bolus for something else. At the same time, when they're used properly, I really feel as though they're just a bonus to the run. I just don't understand why she won't let me upgrade them. Iris, why do you hate me so much? There we go. The idea behind Ella's Glass kind of course just being to offer me just a little bit of a buffer zone so I can try to get my health back up. But hopefully it works out. Judgment Bolt! By the way, in case you're wondering why I keep saying Judgment Bolt, that is the name of Ramuh's big attack. And I do ever so love a beautiful attack name. So you'll forgive me if I call all of my signature ball lightnings Judgment Bolts. That's an attack that's had a lot of different variations over the years. Is this already the... Wow. Again, if I were speedrunning, I would be the happiest boy in the world. noticing that Toxic Bolus is hitting more than one enemy at a time. I guess it just has something to do with the timing of the attack and at the end whether or not the enemies are overlapping. At least with the unupgraded version. Oops. I meant to throw that diagonally and I slipped. Okay, what do we have here? Alright, I've got one cursed relic, I'll take that. And I might come back for Vampire's Eyeglasses. I know I've called that item a crutch in the past, but I'm sorry, I kind of need that crutch right now. Especially if I'm going to be facing off against rooms full of these jerks. And you know what would have been perfect to find? Indra's Copper Piping. Just what I need. Just something to make my shock effects a little bit more effective. Alright, Ella's Glass Kite has done a magnificent job, and I still have it, so happy, happy me. Happy, happy me, happy, happy me. Alright, I'm almost back to full. And there goes the Glass Knight. Alright, well that was a dangerous room. Somehow managed to get out of it only taking one hit. I feel like I should have had more relics by now. Alright, I haven't found Iris yet, because I would still very much like to see if I can upgrade Toxic Bolus. Silly fools. Okay, there's basically no way I'm taking any of this. Because I like survivability. Like, if I could be wearing a t-shirt right now that says, I love to live, that's what I'd be wearing right now. Though I do have a t-shirt that says, I'm trying to see things from your point of view, but I can't shove my head that far up my ass. I mean, it's not really the same thing, but, you know. Smooth! Oh, for only 200! Oh, have mercy, your grace. Honestly, at this point, it's almost a little late for it to be useful. There. Sorry, that one really stressed me out. Like I mentioned, I don't like that guy very much. Basically anything to power you up a bit more. Alright. Now remember, let's not get too greedy. I take too many hits from... I know Freya tends to hit like a truck when she hits, so... Sweet, not even a full 2 cycles. Yeah, no Inferno Beam. I'm not playing as Ifrit after all. Actually, I think it's pronounced Ifrit, so again, I apologize for my stupidity. I love Water Cushion. Oh, that poor fool just had to face an entire Judgement bolt right in the eyeball. Excellently done. Alright. Can I afford one last decent... I can afford another Ella's Glass Kite. How rare is it that that gets offered to you more than once? Alright, I'll take it. Hey, this is why you don't mess with a Thunder God. Or at least the closest approximation to a Thunder God. I don't know if Ramuh actually qualifies as a Thunder God, but I'd say it's pretty darn close. I mean, look at the guy. He looks very much like a depiction of Zeus, just a little bit. I mean, Zeus looks like a kind of a muscular kind of thing. He looks like an old fart for sure, but he doesn't look like a frail old fart. Ramuh kind of does look like a frail old fart when then you pay the price for that perception when he shoves a lightning bolt up your nose. I think I was gonna say up my ass again. Oh, that was really stupid. Basically wasted Ella's Glass Kite just for nothing. Owie, 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 owie. Ah, of course. And that's that. Yeah, Thunder God. So there you go, we just Judgment bolted all over that particular run. I hope you guys enjoyed what you saw. Maybe I shouldn't have been so nervous about the Paranamasicon. It really did its job, not gonna lie. And that is what we call a good run. Don't forget about the theme run poll we've got going on for this week, where we are going to find a way to personify Coke and Pepsi. Which one do you prefer, though? It's all up to you. I'll leave that up to you guys, as well as speculating what exactly that run is going to be. Like, what is this going to be? What could this possibly have to do with Wizard of Legend? What does this have to do with early onset type 2 diabetes? I guess you'll just have to wait to find out. But, and thank you guys very much for watching. I definitely appreciate all of your care and support. I appreciate you spending your free time with me. It's all just a circle of positivity here, and I absolutely love it. You guys will see me in another video very soon, I guarantee. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and I will be seeing you.